Hey there, welcome to Product Marketing Maestros, Tales from the Front Lines. I'm your host, Nitin Kartik. As the author of the Amazon bestseller, Product Marketing Wisdom, I've always found that real-world case studies are the true litmus test for the effectiveness of any product marketing strategy. And that is why on this show, we dive into the minds of industry titans, as well as rising stars, unpacking their expertise in action-packed episodes that showcase the power of product marketing through real-world case studies. And today, my friends, we are joined by product marketing maestro Stu Kendall. Stu is Director of Product Marketing at Temporal, where he leads product marketing, enablement, partner marketing, and analyst relations to bring a developer platform to market and support customers building durable, reliable applications. Previously, he led product marketing teams at Foursquare, driving both PLG and enterprise go-to-market motions across data, developer, and analytics products. He's also the first PMM hire at SailGraph, building the function from the ground up. Stu began his career in product management at Nielsen, and he holds a marketing degree with a computer science minor from Michigan State University. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Stu Kendall. Stu, welcome to the show.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you for having me. And Nitin, I've long known of you and your work and your content here, but we've never got the chance to actually meet. So really, really nice to meet you. Thank you for having me. I don't know if I would describe myself even as a maestro or an industry titan, but perhaps a rising star in the industry.
Rising star and soon to be maestro if you're not already a rock star. There you go. Wonderful. Excellent. So I'm super excited, Stu. Really nice to have you. And Stu, today we'll give the audience a situation from your experience, and we'll talk about the ABC framework. So we'll discuss the antecedents, the prior challenges. We'll talk about the behaviors, what actions you took, and we'll talk about the conclusion, how things played out. So with that, pick a situation from your background and tell us what were the antecedents, what were the prior challenges?
Yeah, I'm actually going to talk you through something I'm dealing with right now. Like I have calls today where we're going to be working through this. Probably like many companies, Temporal's at a very interesting space in its growth as an organization where we're seeing different things shift in the market landscape, in our competitive landscape. We've built more products and capabilities. Our end users and customers are changing their patterns and behaviors and jobs to be done. And therefore, a lot of the way we've positioned the company and build messaging and artifacts on top of that historically seem to be kind of perhaps like slowly going stale or like eroding over time. So we have a very concerted effort right now to refresh the positioning program and build all of the assets and things on top of that, ultimately to set the company up for success in this next phase, reduce threat vectors from competitors and more.
Beautiful. I love that. And you know, what's interesting is oftentimes we think that we're in a unique situation, but I bet you so many people in the audience too may be facing the exact challenges that you're facing. So I love that. And it's super great in terms of timing. You're working through that right now. So thank you. So now next, Stu, after setting the stage on the antecedents, now let's talk about the behaviors, right? So given these challenges, how is that guiding the behaviors and the actions that you're taking?
So if there's any PMMs listening that have done a positioning like program or project, you will know that it can be very, very challenging because early when you're working through positioning statements, they can be very opinionated with a lot of different directions you could take it. So I'd say early in the process, we're spending a lot of like my time and our time getting leadership team buy-in and alignment through like the very, very first few steps of the process, both acknowledging the long-term company strategy and vision while also being realistic of where we play today. I'm also spending time doing external research like AR, Gartner Forresters of the world, talking to customers, users, venture capitalists, influencers, like getting all of this kind of external input as we consider what should that next phase of the positioning statement for Temporal look like. Once we feel like we've got that right, we will then build and refresh all of the derivative assets and artifacts on top of that. Messaging docs, the website homepage, sales pitch decks, sales assets, talk tracks, etc. So it starts very strategic and then can get very tactical as we start to build out new deliverables.
Beautiful. I love that. You know, so you've got a whole bunch of actions that you're going to be taking. So now bring it home, Stu. What kind of conclusions and what kind of ways of ending the story can we expect based on the antecedents and the behaviors that you've laid out?
Yeah, so we're on the clock. We have our SKO in the first week of March, so about a month and a half, and we want to come to that with a tremendous amount of progress here. Like we very very want to do it right, but also move very very fast. So at SKO, I'd love to get on stage and walk through the updated positioning, walk through some of the new refreshed assets to get our sales and field teams really excited. Things that I'll be looking for of how we will measure success, of course, qualitative things like internal alignment, the confidence, the resonance that we're seeing from users and customers. Like, are they even saying the words that we are saying too? That's important. And then a ton of quantitative things like looking at our pipeline metrics. Like, if you really nail positioning, you will see efficiency in how you convert through the pipeline, shortening sales cycles, growing ASP. A lot of those efficiency metrics start to look a lot better if you have a strong baseline in how you position the company. And I'll probably end saying that this is not really a one and done endeavor, in that we will have a kind of a wave of updates, but this will be something that we will consistently iterate on, look at, and pressure test throughout this year and presumably next year as well.
Beautiful. I love that. And, it's so cool when we have a project that is right now in play and you're going through that. So I think what we got to do is actually have you back on maybe later on to tell us, how the situation is playing out maybe later this year. So absolutely fabulous. So Stu, thank you so much. Now, Stu, tell us, if people wanted to learn more about you and what's next for you, where can people do that?
Of course, LinkedIn. And then if you go to StuKendall.com, it's like a mini Notion page of different like email, social handles that you can reach out. And I will also plug that the Temporal marketing and then really my team is growing and hiring right now. So we have PMM roles open, partner marketing roles open, and perhaps more to come this year. So please reach out if you think there could be a potential good fit there.
Absolutely fabulous. So wonderful. So thank you, Stu. Folks, there you have it. Please reach out to Stu. As Stu mentioned, he's looking to hire. So if you're looking, definitely, check that out. And StuKendall.com, please, check him out, give him a follow on LinkedIn. And if you like these insights, you can check out even more insights in my Amazon bestseller, Product Marketing Wisdom, which you can check out at productmarketingwisdom.com. And see you next time on Product Marketing Maestros.
Amazing. Thank you.